What's cracking, yo? Welcome back to Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today. I wasn't going to do this video. I was just going to go to bed, to be honest, and be like, screw it. I'll just put out a poll, ask them who they think's going to win the game. But I actually wanted to state something here. So, the game one of the NBA Finals are upon us. And yes, you can do it right here in this video. Let me know who you think's going to win game one. And you might as well let me know who you think's going to win the series as well. Denver Nuggets or the Miami Heat. I've been looking at polls over the last couple of days, seeing what the public and the media were saying. And what I've seen consistently across the board, across different polls and platforms, is that the majority of the people think the Denver Nuggets are going to win the series. Rightfully so. If I had to pick a team, I would go with the Denver Nuggets because of what I've seen and what they've been all season, and they have the overwhelming best player in the series in Nikola Jokic. But I wouldn't put my life on the line that the Nuggets are going to win this series. And I hear people keep saying the Nuggets are deeper. The Nuggets are the deeper team, top to bottom. The Nuggets are the deeper team, deeper team, deeper team. And I hear you. But are they really? Are they really? Are they really? I think the Denver Nuggets have a set of 5 or 6 players that are extremely reliable. But outside of those 5 or 6 players, and remember, 5 players on the floor at the same time. Outside of those 5 or 6 players, they don't have a whole lot of reliable players outside of that, nor does the coach play many of the players outside of the 6 or 7 that he seems to be using on a consistent basis. As opposed to the Miami Heat, they have 9 players, 9 reliable players, including Tyler Hero, assuming Tyler Hero comes back. They have 9 players that get consistent minutes, play decent to large amount of minutes, and meaningful minutes. Right? So check this out. The Denver Nuggets have Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, Porter, Aaron Gordon, KCP. Now, let's just say that's a starting lineup. I know in the playoffs, on a game-to-game basis, the players may be swapped for in and out the starting lineup. But generally, Denver's ran with that 5. Miami Heat, they tend to switch up their players depending on matchups and schemes and things like that. But Nuggets, Jokic, Murray, Porter, Gordon, KCP. All right? They're playing a lot of minutes. Bruce Brown plays really good minutes off the bench. Jeff Green comes in, but he doesn't give you a whole lot of minutes. Jeff Green might give you, or he might be used for 5 to 15 minutes. And then outside of that, they don't go much deeper. The coach doesn't go that much deeper down the line. Braun has seen some time, but not meaningful minutes, giving somebody a breather here and there. And then they have a firecracker, an explosive bomb on the bench, an offensive bomb called Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson could be a starter on a handful of teams. Reggie Jackson is all heart, and don't get me wrong, he got offensive skills, but that boy got a lot of heart come out firing. They haven't even utilized Reggie Jackson this whole playoffs. When Reggie Jackson has seen minutes, it's been like 3 minutes here, 4 minutes here, garbage time, or giving somebody a breather, usually garbage time. And they got Ish Smith, who's a decent point guard, but he hasn't been seeing any running time. So really, though, the Nuggets only really go 6 or 7 deep from starters into the bench. I would love to see Reggie Jackson pop up, but he hasn't. He's not in the plans. As opposed to the Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler, Bam, Laurie, Caleb Martin, Struss, Tyler Hero, Kevin Love, Gabe Vincent, Duncan Robinson. And Coach Spo tends to shake up some of those players in the starting lineup. Usually Jimmy Butler, Bam are usually your consistent two, but you're not really sure about the other guys. They got 9 players that are solid contributors and play meaningful minutes. So really, though, which team is really deeper? Now, like I said, I think even with the amount of weight and minutes that these Denver Nuggets starters take on, they have been producing. Fatigue hasn't seemed to be a problem yet. Even this deep into the playoffs, they've been winning, and now they're coming off a lot of rest. So, given your key players, yeah, Denver Nuggets are more reliable from that perspective. But as far as a deeper team, it might have to be Miami, folks. And I understand the Denver Nuggets are a more polished offensive team. The Miami Heat aren't as consistent offensively, but they're very solid defensively. But based on what I said, you might have to consider Miami Heat. That roster goes deeper. It really does. Especially as Caleb Martin and Gabe Vincent, and if Duncan Robinson continues to show what he showed last game and be consistent shooting the 3-ball, hey, I think the Miami Heat, top to bottom, have a deeper team and they go deeper into their roster. But the Denver Nuggets definitely have more star power, and their core 5 is better than the core 5 of the Miami Heat. And I understand in the playoffs you tend to run with your starting lineups more and your bench shrinkens or shrinks. Bad word. You said your bench shrinks. But Coach Spo has been utilizing all his tools. He doesn't, and I've never been a big fan of the, shrink your bench. Maybe for some teams it's beneficial to run your star players longer. I get it. But if you have a deep team, don't shrink your bench for no reason. Continue spreading the wealth around and getting everybody involved. That's all I got to say about it. Like I said, I'm taking Denver in this series, and I'm taking them in game 1. But if I told you I felt super overwhelmingly convinced, I felt better about the Denver Nuggets in the Lakers series than I did about the Denver Nuggets in this final series against the Heat. I'm a Laker fan till I die, but I knew the Lakers just weren't good enough, not deep enough to handle this Denver Nuggets team. They weren't. But I don't feel as confident against the Miami Heat. But I'll roll with Denver. But consider what I said. Tell me what you think about it. Do you agree? Do you disagree? These guys got Reggie Jackson. I understand he doesn't play a lick of D. I get it. But if you're ever struggling on offense, insert Reggie Jackson. Shot of adrenaline in the arm for your team. Make no mistake about it. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified. Let me know what you think about this series. What are your predictions? And do you agree or disagree with my logic on who's actually deeper and going deeper into their bench? All right, take care, be blessed, and have fun watching the game tonight. We out, baby.